Hey guys! Oh!
We're just like
Okay, bro. Hey guys, I'm Bibi.
I'm Oz.
And I'm Steph. Welcome back to our channel.
On this week's video, we'll be doing a get ready with us and also get to know us.
So let's get on with the video.
Alrighty guys, so we have a couple questions written down and I'm going to ask the questions and we're going to answer it while we do our makeup. First question's going to be, how did we meet?
Good question.
This all starts with Stephanie, actually, because I feel like she had brought in like us two together. So first off, I was benching and like I failed.
Wait, this is interesting because I don't know this story.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I was failing it, and Stephanie had came to like pick it up, but I have this mindset where I'm like, don't touch it because I got it. So when she got it, I didn't get it, and like I kind of tilted off. And then I had like was mean to her. I was like, oh, I got it, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then she had walked away, and then I continued working out. Like I didn't even think about it. And then I had texted my boyfriend. I was like, this girl helped me, but like I felt like I was kind of mean to her, but like it wasn't on purpose. I was just like, I got it. I was just in the motion, you know. Like I wasn't like trying to be mean. I was just like in the like moment. And the next day I had saw her because she was always at the gym, and then I saw her and I was like, hey, I just want to apologize for like being so mean to you. I didn't mean to. I just have this really weird habit when like Steph was like, oh, girl. She was like, girl, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. But she was like, no, it's fine. And then like I had asked her for a spot, and dude, it was so funny. I asked her for a spot because I was like incline benching and I was going for new like numbers, and then like I was like, oh, can you spot me? She's like, yeah, I don't know how to really spot this.
Girl, I'll tell you, when I said I don't know how, I really don't know how.
I was like, oh, it's okay, it's really simple. Just like push it up and just like, you know, grab me here, like giving her a
You were saying it?
Yeah. And then she's like, okay. So then I go up and bro, like I was trying to go and she like tries to lift it up, but my hand was tilting and it just falls on my face.
No, it didn't fall on your face, it fell on your chest.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it fell on your chest. So when you're incline bench, you're kind of like at an angle and benching at the same time.
Yeah.
But she needed help with that lift off. So like basically you have to lift both arms from each side, but I am so short. My arms are short. I can only cater to one side. So obviously that one side, she's like,
Because this one was going up, but this one was like a little bit more struggle, and it was like tilting inwards, and she was like trying to pick it up, and then it like pushed me. It was so
bad.
funny. And then right after, she's like, can you give me your Instagram? I don't have my phone on me, but I'll follow you on Instagram.
I'll support.
I was like, oh, okay. And then I gave her my Instagram, and then I really didn't think. So the thing is, I spelled it out for her, but I didn't think she would actually like go follow me. And she actually followed me, and then that's whenever like, did I DM you or you?
It went down in the DMs.
Yeah, I DM'd you because I told you, I was like, oh, I can get your Instagram so we can be friends or whatever, and we can work out together sometime. And then I was like, I don't have Instagram right now, but just let me know how to spell it and I'll follow you later on.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, okay, you're so silly, girl.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, you're so silly, girl. Like, okay. Because like I was like, what the heck? She's not going to remember that. So then she actually followed me. But then I think it was me because I was like, oh, I'm about to shoot my shot.
Oh, yeah. So I followed you and then I kept liking your stories.
Yeah.
And then you texted me saying, oh, I always see you like my stories.
Yeah, and I was like, so I'm going to shoot my shot.
Yeah.
And I was like, we should be friends or something like that.
You know what's so
I
funny?
was already flirting with you at the beginning.
I know. It's so funny because, like, with my point of view of, like, the very first time we met was, like, the whole benching story. I was trying to recuperate during my squat. And my boyfriend was telling me, go help her. I'm like, huh? Because I'm still in the zone. I'm like, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm trying to catch my own breath. And he's like, oh, go help her. Go help her.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Shout out Scott.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, he was like...
You made a friendship.
He's like, go help her. Go help her. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, over there. And she's just like...
Yeah, like I was literally struggling because it was something that wasn't supposed to be hard. So I was like, why is this hard? And that's why I got even more upset when she was helping me. I was like, no, I got this. Like, why is it being hard to go up? It was just like, I was like, get over here. And I was like,
You were in that.
yeah. It's because when it comes to benching, I really don't like to be weak in it. So I was like, why am I not moving the number right now? It's like actually frustrating me. Yeah, that's how we met. Now, how did you and Oz meet?
I don't know. Because, like, I saw you around the gym a lot. And then I just remember one of our mutual friends, well, she went to high school with me.
Yeah.
But she reposted one of your posts, and it was you posing.
Oh.
And then I was like, oh, she goes to my gym because I know that room.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, okay, you know what, follow. Because maybe we can be friends sometimes. And
Yeah.
my boyfriend, he has a lot of people he talks to at the gym. And I'm like, let me try and make some friends.
Uh-huh.
And then I followed her. And then...
Which I don't remember.
Really?
I don't remember.
In between that, there were some interactions where I would smile at her.
Yeah, it would be like you're walking and then I would see Steph and I'd be like, you
Yeah,
know.
it would be like a cute like smile or
Like, hey, I see you.
like,
Hey,
hey,
Brooklyn!
I don't know if we texted each other and then we did a workout together.
You did. I remember you telling me that.
Oh
Really?
yeah. Okay,
I
so
don't
I think
remember.
we
She's
DM'd
like,
each
oh,
other.
yeah, me and her are gonna work
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oz had asked
We had a
you
date.
Oz
Did
was
I
like-
text you?
I don't remember.
I don't. I think
The
she said that like, oh, she asked me if we could work out. She said if
So
I was at
I
the
did.
gym. Yeah, you asked her if she was at the gym.
I feel like I
me
would've-
knowing
I
their
would do
story
that.
more. Sorry, I was like me knowing the story through Stephanie.
No, I feel like
she
I would
had
do that.
said that like if you were at the gym right now, so we can hit a work day, like
And then I'm on my way. I said I
yeah,
was on
and
my
she was like,
way.
yeah, my thing's a little
Yeah.
weird, but we can just
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
at the
yeah.
gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
So basically, we had a gym date, and
Yeah.
we had our workout, and then we hit it off right then and there.
Yeah,
It was
and
really
then
fun, yeah.
I think I just kept texting her like when I come to the gym.
And
We try to
develop
make
friendships.
friends.
Yeah.
We see my
She's like,
boyfriend talk to other people. I'm like, when are you coming? I need someone to talk to.
And then she was friends with them, right? And
Yeah.
then so she introduced me to Oz. And
Yeah.
at first I was like, oh, okay, like I think Oz is more of just Stephanie's friend. So it was kind of hard for me and Oz to have like our own relationship at that beginning because we didn't have each other on anything.
Yeah.
Then one day I was hitting legs and it was so crazy.
She was at the leg extension machine.
Yeah, I was at the leg extension machine. And then it was so crazy because me and Steph were talking because we went to church that first Sunday. That was our first Sunday ever going to church, I think. Or the second Sunday.
Yeah,
I think it was the second Sunday.
The second Sunday, because
Yeah.
we had just started going to this church,
Yeah.
and it was so funny because we wanted to go to the Tuesday service, but she was always busy or she had plans those Tuesdays, so she had to make arrangements to make it work. So finally, it was able to like actually happen, and she's like, "Oh, do you want to go?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm so down." So then I was like, "Okay, we're gonna go." So I was working out before us going, so I was like getting ready. Keep in mind, Oz never goes in the afternoon because she has to work. This is the rarest time that I've ever seen her. Like now that I know our like friendship now, I'm like, oh, God really did that for a reason because Oz never goes to the gym in the afternoon, and it was in the afternoon. So what had happened was I was in the leg machine, and then she came in. She was like, "Oh hi," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, hi!" Like you're Oz, and then we were like talking, and something put into my heart to ask her. Like I was like, what religion are you? And she's like, oh, what'd you say? Did you say you're a Catholic or did you say I'm Christian?
I said I was raised Catholic, but I've gone to Christian church before.
Yeah, she had said something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, well, if you're interested and you have nothing else to do, keep in mind it's Tuesday. Like it's like a couple hours, like literally 2 hours away from like
The
the
day
actual,
of,
like the day of the event, like to go. I was like, well, if you're like down, if you want to come with me and Stephanie, like you're more than welcome. We'll pick you up. We're doing carpooling. Keep in mind, we haven't hanged out ever. It was our first hangout, like of the first time, and like she didn't know who I was. Like we're still technically strangers to each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll pick up everybody. Like it's fine. Like we'll make it all happen. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm down. And then I was like, okay, cool. And if you like it, you can start going to church with us on Sundays because we go on Sundays too.
Literally right then and there.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, okay, I'm down. She's like, I probably won't go to all of them, but I'll probably go to some of them, right?
Yeah.
And look at us now. She goes to all of them.
I do.
God
I do
is
go to
so
all of
good.
them.
But that's where I told you that God placed us in a reason, and I didn't even know why to ask her, and she like it was just placed into me, and now like
Yeah, and she said yes.
yeah, she said yes, and she was there in the afternoon, which never happened.
Never. I always go late at night because of my schedule. So it
it's
was just
so
that
crazy.
one time that I had gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically how
We all met.
We
all
all
met.
met, and the rest was history. We had a really good like first date, and now we're just
now they can't get rid of me.
yeah, like now we're all stuck together forever.
I'm just kidding.
Now we literally
we're
like
just
we
besties.
pull up
Yeah,
every
we are.
Tuesday, every Sunday, never miss a day, and if
And then we see each other at the gym too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like one day I won't go, they will see each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Etc. Yeah.
It's constantly like we're just in unite together,
Yeah.
and that's why I feel like God really put each other in our lives for a reason,
Yeah.
and it's amazing that He does that. Question number 2: first impressions on each other.
Ooh, tea.
I'm like I hated her.
So my first impression of Phoebe.
Oh no, yeah.
think the first time I saw you, I was really not scared, but like intimidated in a good way.
Okay.
Just because she knows what she's doing at the gym.
Okay.
And I could say the same thing about Steph, because our mutual friend, I remember going to her and I was like, so your friend, I want to say hi, but I was like, she kind of looks scary. Like, I'm scared to go up to her.
Really?
Yes. It's not because you have, like, the face that you have. Like,
Not because you got RBF.
yeah, not that. It's just, she's very focused on what she's doing at the gym.
Oh.
And so I don't want to, like, interrupt anything. But I would go to her and I would be like, I want to say hi. Like, I want to be friends with her. And then same thing with Phoebe. But you were just, like, in your zone, in your era. So I think both of them are very like focused on what they're doing. So I was very nervous and scared. But I built up the courage to go up to Steph first. Just because she looked really nice. And I was like, oh, I want to be like her. I want to be her.
That's so sweet.
And so, yeah, that was basically it.
So, for Vivi, it was
Without her laughing.
It was that gym interaction, and I was like, she was a bit rude. I was just trying to help out, and I felt bad for myself. But at the same time, I was like, oh, she probably hates me now, because I wasn't going away. And then for Oz, I was like, oh, she seems so sweet, but I was also like scared to talk to you. It's always a problem for me whenever I like initiate conversation. I'm like, oh, what if they don't like me? I don't know. I think there was other interactions that we did have, because there was one time I was deadlifting, and then you were saying like, oh, you got it, but I had headphones and I didn't hear you.
I'm very like that. No, I'm very
I don't know,
outgoing.
you're like confident and yeah, you're like outgoing. So like afterwards my boyfriend was like, my boyfriend being in all these situations.
In the background of all the videos. Your boyfriend being everywhere.
And like he was just like, oh, did you hear that girl? She was encouraging you. And I was like, oh no, I didn't. And then I rewatched the video and I was like, oh, that was so sweet.
Yeah.
So that's what made it easier to like talk to you. I was like, she seems so sweet. And yeah.
So for me, I thought Stephanie was mean too.
Really?
Not gonna lie, her face is very like resting bee face.
Yeah.
So I thought she was mean, and I was like nervous to talk to her. But I did see her around all the time because her boyfriend and like her were always together. And there was a moment where I was like, I can't tell if they're like dating or if they're siblings, because like they would. No, it was because like they were like close, but like they weren't affectionate. Yeah. So it was hard for me to tell. Yeah. Because I have a best friend who's like really close to her best friend. So it was just like, she's very like, they're like, yeah, they look like they're dating and they're not. I told my boyfriend, I was like, they could have that type of relationship, but I don't know, and I'm too nervous to be like, oh, hey, like, you know. So I was very intimidated basically, but then I was like felt bad because I felt like I was being mean to her the first time. So that's why I was like, let me just go apologize. But then she was nice to me back. So I was like, oh, you're actually a nice person. Okay, let me start talking to you more. But I did always see her around. It's because I see people, but like, I'm very like, I'm not looking up at all, or I'm like very focused on what I'm doing.
That's true.
I'm just trying to be in and out.
Yeah.
And Oz, I never really saw Oz. I only saw Oz because of Stephanie, basically. But I thought she was super sweet, and she was like, she was saying she would like teach kids and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like I love that so much. So I thought Oz was a sweetheart too. So I didn't get to first see like Oz, but I did think she like looked really nice.
And then they met me. And it turns out.
Yeah, and then turns out she's actually not that nice. Third question. Hardest part about starting Godly Gym Girls?
I think the hardest part was just like timing.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Timing.
Scheduling.
Making like days to do things.
And also being real, like having the confidence to do it plays a huge part in it. Because I feel like we all can be shy at times.
Yeah.
It just depends. I feel like I'm the most outgoing out of the group. But whenever it comes to certain things, Vivi can be more outspoken. Like, whenever it comes to, like, her faith, she speaks so beautifully.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And Steph, she, at first, was very shy. Could you agree?
Yeah.
Speaking about her faith or just talking during Bible studies.
I would stutter a lot.
Yeah, and then slowly but surely, she became, like, this social butterfly whenever it comes to, like, her faith, which is very beautiful. So
Steph has grown so much.
She has, yeah.
Have just, like, gotten so much confidence speaking.
Because
and not even just with us, though. Like, I feel like in general, she's been more confident lately. And, like, we always tell her that all the time.
So it's a beautiful thing to see your best friend do that.
Even on YouTube, I feel like she's really good. She would have been, like, past her, she'd be like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
But she's been really, like, taking charge.
So going back to the question, it comes down to, like, having the confidence to do it. So
also the vulnerability.
Yeah, you have to be really real.
And like being open and like knowing that people might either think otherwise. Also like not being like being vulnerable to the point where you could be wrong, and it's just like having people to know, like, you know, like people know if you're wrong or right, basically. I think that was what's harder for me, where I was just like, I need to make sure this is actually correct. Like I want to make sure like the information I'm giving. But then I learned that like at the end of the day, there's more people out there that don't know right from wrong, but we incorporate things so differently just with life in general. So I think that's what kind of helped me be more like, okay, I'm gonna be vulnerable.
And then for me, it was just like I was just insecure about like how it was gonna go, especially if we did vlogs. Like some days are different, but at the same time it could be boring. Also, because I didn't know what to say or talk about.
Also, I feel like being judged.
Yeah.
Your high school friends.
Like people being like, oh, so I saw you this, I saw you did that. What's that about?
Yeah, I feel like that. I think that still gets to me sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I do have my moments. I'm like, don't talk about it.
Don't share it.
Yeah, don't share it. Don't repost it. Which I do appreciate always. But there is moments where I'm like, I get a little timid. I think this is something that put me in perspective, because I feel like I live two lives where I'm like, oh, this is one person, and then I have this other person that other people know about.
Yeah.
But I feel like what God has taught me is like, no, you can't live for the world and live for me. You have to be one person.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what really encouraged me and helped me be more like, yeah, this is who I am now. Like, if we got beef, we got problem, then I just don't think I need to surround myself with you then, because if you really don't like the person I am or how I'm speaking or what I'm doing, I think that's a whole different other conversation to have as you as a person in my life. And I think that's what encouraged me to kind of like, okay, I need to step away from this person if they're going to kind of mock it, in the sense where they're like, oh, you're talking about God? And I'm like, yeah. And other people agree. Fourth question, where are you from / your background?
Who goes first?
I can. So yeah, I was born and raised in Houston, Texas, but I moved around like a lot around Houston. With my ethnicity, I am Filipino. Both my parents are from the Philippines.
I was born in New York. I moved here when I was like 2, I think, or maybe 3. I'm not sure, but moved to Houston. And I was basically raised here. My parents are both Guatemalan, so I'm Hispanic, but I'm Guatemalan. And yeah, that's basically it.
I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. My parents are born in Mexico, so I am Latina, I'm Mexicana, and yeah, that's basically it.
5th question, what characteristics about yourself are you most proud of?
I don't know, I can't really talk so good about myself, so
You have to.
I know, that's it. I was trying
that energy behind.
I know. No, I mean, I have a few.
She's like, I'm just kidding, guys.
I mean, I only have like 3.
Okay, go.
Okay, so I'm like... Anyway, so I like this about myself.
She's like, I don't really like myself, but I like...
Okay, 3 things I do love about myself. How kind I am. I'm very patient and I'm very understanding. I feel like God blessed me with being very understanding towards people, especially when it comes to hard times. I just love caring for people, and I love making people laugh.
Love people.
Yeah, I love people. I love making people laugh or like feel cared for, because I know like there's always this saying that comes to my mind where it's like hurt people, and I want to make those hurt people feel heard and loved at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say it's my voice. I think it plays a huge factor of the person I am today. I think that is definitely something people notice most about me too, and I think that's what I love, that I'm able to present myself as the person that I am through my voice. I think speaking is very, very powerful, and I thank God for giving me that gift, because I feel like I'm able to share a lot of information in many ways confidently. So I love my voice, or like not the sound of my voice, but I love speaking, my communication basically. I love over analyzing everything. I love like talking to the end. And I love my personality. I love the person I am. I love my humor. I love
she has a good sense of humor.
I love my personality. I think it was made for me, and I think that's why it's so special to me, because I would always feel outcasted and felt like a weirdo and always felt like I never fit in. But then I realized how much like it's like unique to me and it fits me, and how people be drawn more into me through my personality and for who I am. And I think that's what really makes me kind of special. Also my heart, the way I love people. I love people as family. Like, I don't see anybody as like friends. I'm always like, you're my best friend, you're my best friend, you're my sister, you're my brother. Like, everybody I encounter and meet and just like hang out with, I always like to make them feel loved. And I
Very
think
lovable.
yeah. And I feel like I thank God for like putting me through situations where I didn't feel loved or I'd always feel like left out or anything like that. Because I feel like He really changed my perspective moving forward and becoming an adult, where I'm like making sure everybody's included, making sure everybody feels loved, making sure everybody feels heard. So I think that's something I really love about myself.
That's sweet.
Thank you.
Okay, me, I love that at times I'm a social butterfly, and I'm very nice. I get that a lot.
Yeah,
I'm very, very nice. I don't judge anyone because I'm no one to judge you. I can make you feel safe. Safe. And insecurities, they're non-existent with me. I see you as a beautiful person, whichever one is, and I feel like not a lot of people are reminded of that. So, and I'm a good listener. Like, if you ever need anything, I'm a good listener. And yeah, I'm still kind-hearted.
Question 6 or 7. What are our gym goals?
We all have different goals.
Yeah, and I think that's
we
what makes
do.
us so special and unique, and that's what I really like about ourselves.
For my goals at the moment are body recomp, which is lose fat and gain muscle. More like lose fat in my stomach. At the same time, I also do want to get stronger because my goal is to do a powerlifting meet by the end of the year.
Woo!
Yeah,
Which,
that's huge.
if I do initiate that, we will talk about it in a video. Yeah. So
We'll be there to support, don't you worry.
yes. But this year's the year. I do want to do that. For sure.
Amen.
Yes.
Okay, so my gym goal is to just get fit and just get stronger, but mainly just be fit. Back in high school, I used to be able to run a mile within 7 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can't do that now. I used to be in soccer for 7 years. I did soccer for 7 years, and I don't think I could last. So I think just building endurance, yes, because I feel like I want to get back into soccer. I've always said that, but just building endurance, getting fit, and just getting stronger.
For me is I want to grow in muscle size. I do eventually want to do bodybuilding, which we will also make a video on that.
Yeah.
I do eventually want to do bodybuilding, but since I am a personal trainer, I kind of know what things look and don't look like, or what to work on and improve on. So before I get an actual bodybuilding coach, my goal is to kind of do as much as I can with my knowledge and my understanding of my body and like what I can do. Before I actually get a bodybuilding coach to kind of lead me to actually getting into bodybuilding and like competing. So that is my goal, is to grow these dang legs. I'm going to do the wellness division. So eventually do bodybuilding. Fingers crossed. Okay. Question 8. Shows or YouTubers that you watch. YouTuber shows that you watch. What are your favorites?
For me, I don't really watch a lot of shows because of my attention span. Or like, if I do watch shows, I hyper fixate on it and I don't get anything done. But some shows that I do like are The Office. That's pretty much it, really. The Office, yeah. And then for YouTube, since it really works well with my attention span, it's short videos. I do love the Learman twins. They are my favorite. I love Emmy Moore. And who else? Lena Lifts is really good too.
I don't really watch YouTube, so my favorite shows right now is for sure The Office, and right now I'm kind of been obsessed with The Superstore. Super good. It kind of reminds me of The Office, but like in the grocery store, so it's kind of funny. I like rewatch The Office over and over and over because the thing with me is I don't really like watching new shows because nothing really catches my attention or my humor. I love like dry, like silly, like really don't make sense, but like it's so funny humor, or like actions are funny, or like the way they say things are funny, not rather than what they say. Like that's what gets me. So I just rewatch like shows over and over. I like New Girl. And there's one more that I forgot. The 70s show too. That one's pretty good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, same thing. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but I could say Valentina Damas. I like her YouTube videos. They get me closer to my faith just because she's grown so much as a person. So shout out her. And Netflix shows, or just shows, Grey's Anatomy, Criminal Minds, and I think that's it.
Next question. Our favorite workout brands.
My favorite at the moment would be Honor Active. I love how butter smooth their leggings are. I haven't really gotten their sports bras yet, but their leggings are so good. And I love Chrissy Cheller herself, and I love what she does for women.
I'm gonna have to back up Steph. Honor Active is such a good brand, and I love that she embraces feminism, just women's overall. Y'all should really check out Honor Active. They're really
And they
good.
should sponsor us too.
just as a little, you
Just
know.
our emails live.
Yeah, even the vibe. I love all the colors. I love
Yeah.
everything.
And new
Size
collection.
medium.
So Honor Active, Gymshark, and Lululemon. Okay.
For me, probably Dark Sport. That's probably one of my favorite brands right
That's a
now.
good one too.
They're just super pricey, but I really like their quality and material and stuff like that.
I wanted to order a pair of shorts,
yeah.
but $55.
Yeah,
I
they're like
know.
so pricey. I do like how Honor Active feels. I just haven't purchased anything yet, but I have been like thinking about it. Okay. Favorite tattoo / piercing.
Ooh.
So I don't have any tattoos, so I can't say anything about that. But I do love the industrial piercing that I just got. I don't know what it is, but it looks so pretty and I love it.
For me, my favorite piercing is my back tattoo. It says it's a passage of time that.
You said your favorite piercing.
Oh,
Oh.
that's what I said tattoo.
I didn't hear.
Did I say?
You said,
Okay, redo
you
it.
said,
You gotta do
you
it.
said my favorite piercing is my back tattoo.
Okay. For me, my favorite tattoo is my back tattoo. It says it's the passage of time that heals, not the. What does it say? Sorry, my mind just went blank. I'm so sorry. You said on, and I was like, focus on you. For me, my favorite tattoo is I have a back tattoo that goes like down my back, and it says it's the passage. Oh, it's the passage that heals, not the process of time, not the passage of time.
Beautiful.
And I like it. It's in Arabic.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. I've never seen it.
Me neither.
Really?
Yeah.
You never will.
She's
She's like,
like-
really? And my favorite piercings are, I only have my ears pierced to be honest, but these are my all-time favorite earrings because they were my godmother's and I love that woman so much. She passed away. May her soul rest in peace. But I love these earrings. I never take them off. For me, my jewelries are very like sentimental. Like I never take any of them off. I don't care. That's why it's so important to get me jewelry that like never tarnishes too. I even told Kevin.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, I'm not taking it off. Because once I take it off, like it's like hard for me to remember to put it back on. This one just fell off right now. But my earrings are my godmother's. That's the only piercing I have. I've never been intrigued into piercings for some reason, but tattoos have always been like a calling for me. Two more tattoos that are also my favorite that like are kind of hand in hand. Live to Learn, and it has an elephant with like tulips because that was like made for my godmother. And Live to Learn is because like I've learned that like everything that I go through is to learn from and to grow from, and I thank God for teaching me that because I would always be like, it's the end of the world, like what am I gonna do?
Oh.
But now it's kind of like, okay, like I need to learn from this lesson. And then Made with Love is because like I just love life and I love myself and I love everybody
love.
around me, so it's just like, you know, I'm full of love.
Yeah. My favorite tattoo is my spine tattoo. It says she flies by her own wings.
That's cute.
I love that.
I'm very independent. I think all my life I've been really, really independent. Yeah, she flies by her own wings down my spine. And then piercing, I have my ears pierced. I wouldn't call it my favorite, but I have my belly button pierced. I just like that it's cute. But my tummy, I don't like to show it.
I actually kind of always wanted my belly pierced, but then I don't like to show my stomach, so then I was like, it's not worth
Yeah,
it.
look at me. You're just covering
Literally,
it.
I'm always covering my tummy up.
But whenever it's like summer,
the
you know,
vibes.
The vibes.
I also kind of always wanted a nose piercing too, but then I was like, oh, I don't know if I like my nose.
I like your nose.
I like your nose. You're cute shoes.
Oh yeah, that's another favorite. My nose piercing. Why did I forget I had one?
Yeah, you're like tatted up, like pierced
I
up.
know.
Okay, me like saying piercings for tattoos and tattoos for piercings. Like,
Yeah, tat it up. I kind of want a spine tattoo now.
We should all go get tattoos one day, but I don't know. Oh, really?
I don't know.
She's like, never mind.
Yeah.
No. We just get like matching GGGs. GGGs.
When I get
That
my
could be like clickbait where we get
Yeah.
matching tattoos.
Oh, what?
Last question. What made us start YouTube?
Honestly,
I
it was
think-
both of y'all.
I was gonna say, I felt like I was the one who
It
insinuated
was mainly Vivi.
Because I was like,
oh.
where did
I
it
was like,
start
yeah,
with?
sure.
Wait,
We
no.
were sitting down, or we were.
I
like-
was-
I have a picture. We need to put the picture
Yeah.
on the screen. I'm
Whoever has
so
it.
glad. I'm so thankful that I took a picture too. I had taken a picture because I was like, wait, just in case we make history.
Okay.
So Stephanie was done working out, and then I had finished a training, and I was gonna get ready to start working out. But then I had saw Osmaa talking to Steph, so then I walked to them, and I was like, "Hey, girls!" Like being all loud and crazy. And then Osmaa was sitting on the leg extension machine, and then we just basically just all started talking there, and we were just talking about everything. To be honest, like
Yeah.
we were just talking
Literally
about,
everything,
Yeah,
yeah.
like there was no specific thing we were talking about. We just kept switching topics here and there.
Yeah.
Eventually, like. We sat down, like me and Stephanie sat down on the floor, and Osmaa was sitting on the machine.
I was in between my set, and I
Yeah,
was like finished up with my set, and I needed a third one.
yeah. And then we were talking about, like making a TikTok together,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
TikTok
Oh, yeah,
account.
yeah.
I think that's where it started. Where we're like, let's make a TikTok account,
Uh-huh.
or like let's just post like gym girl things, like right.
But it was just mainly for gym.
yeah, like nothing to do with like godly or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, wait, what if we make a YouTube channel? Because we all wanted to post. Oh, because Stephanie has been wanting to post on YouTube. Like,
oh, yeah.
she was doing a vlog.
and then it failed.
Yeah, and then Osmaa kept asking her, like, oh, how's it going? Like, what's the tea? Like, have you edited? Because we were in that vlog.
Yeah.
So we're like, how's it going? How's it going?
Oh
How's
shoot!
it
I
going?
still have to
And
send
then-
y'all that.
Yeah.
And I said TikTok because I do TikTok. I post there.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, why don't we just do
Yeah.
TikTok? And then Vivi said,
And then I was like, oh, why don't we just do YouTube since she has the camera and we all want to do YouTube? We were just like too nervous to like, well,
Yeah.
Osmaa wasn't, but we were too nervous to like record and like post stuff because we didn't know what to talk about. And then we were literally sitting, and then I was like, "Oh, what should be our name?"
Uh-huh.
And then I think
we
I
just
had
kept
said,
going
yeah, we
on.
kept like trying to make like names for it. We were like,
what was
I
that?
had
Do y'all
said
remember?
GGG.
Yeah.
I was like, we should do GGG because like
remember that.
I was like, Gym God Girls, and then I had said that, and then she was like, what about Godly Gym Girls? And I was like, oh yeah. So then yeah, and me and her were like 100% like in it to win.
Yeah.
And we were getting up because Stephanie was like low of energy and like hungry, so she was already like kind of like, oh, I don't know,
Like ready to go.
Yeah, and then so we're like, okay, well let's just leave, right? And then we were like, okay, so we'll like hang out on
Yeah.
Tuesday and we'll just do this, and we'll,
Let's
like, we're setting a
start.
date and stuff like that to
Yeah.
get it started.
Like we were ready.
Yeah, and then Stephanie was like, I don't know if I really want to, or like she was just like, actually, I don't know if it's gonna work out, or like she was like not like 100%.
Very
Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know yet. I'll
Yeah, and we were like, what, girl? No, like, yeah, like we were like, we came up with everything already. We got that name, we got the slogan, we got all of
see.
it.
I know both of their faces was like,
We
what
were
do
literally,
you
yeah.
mean?
And Osmaa was better than me. She was like, oh no, like, you're no peer pressure, like, no pressure into
that's-
anything. So then for me, I was like, oh yeah, like, no peer pressure, but like, girl, we just got this
But
whole
you
idea.
have to do it.
Like, this was like a really good idea, like, for us not to, like,
Yeah.
do. Which I'm so glad that we eventually came to our, like,
Yeah.
we're all
Yeah.
to agreement. And that's how it started. Bonus question. Now that we have completed our makeup, we just want to do one last question for funsies. A little closer to our hearts. What inspires you / motivates you?
So obviously God. I can speak for all of us.
Yes.
Right? God is always like my number one. Keeps me going and motivated throughout my day. I feel like my mom. I'm very close with my mom. Well, my parents. My dad too. And then my nephews, just because they are diagnosed with autism. So I want to become an occupational therapist for them, just so I could really help them out with like their disability, like speech, or like their mental health. Just help them overall with their whatever they're going through. So yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
That's so perfect.
Alright, so yes, obviously God, and I don't know, before, there would be moments where I just feel like just life is not it, but really that's what motivates me the most, is just seeing what He has planned and seeing how every day goes. Another thing is my family, again, and my friends as well. And just like being that good influence in their lives and making sure that everything is good with them and making sure everyone is cared for. For my nephews, I also just want to be the best role model for them and like show them how they're supposed to love other people or how they should act and be just a decent human being in this world, because the world does need help and they do need to be saved, and I want to be that good role model for them. So
That's good. What inspires me is, for sure, obviously God, thank you. But what inspires me is old Vivi. I think she has gone through a lot mentally and physically and just overall, and I think that inspires me to become a better version of myself and to let her be proud. Let her feel like, wow, I'm glad I didn't give up. I'm glad I never stopped going. I just want to become the best version of myself that I can be. And I think that's what's really helped my relationship with God, because I think like the less that I know about myself, going to someone who knows more about what I have in store kind of gives me just more of a drive to be like, okay, I want to get closer to you. I want to reach that purpose and passion that you have set for me. What motivates me is definitely the people around me, my family, my in-law family, my friends, like all of that. I think it really motivates me to become an even better person, to spread word, spread knowledge, spread wisdom, but also just so they have somebody to look up to. I think I had moments where I didn't have much people in my life to kind of help me be persuaded in a great mind, basically, or like be in a better mindset. And I think being that person for others kind of really motivates me to want to be a good example, role model, and just a person in general, to kind of benefit others, to lead them where they should be led. And I thank God for that, and I always pray whenever I'm praying for wisdom and knowledge to share. That way I execute it the way that He wants me to. So yeah, that's beautiful.
Something that we did want to start in future videos is a series. We want to do godly advice, where we basically take questions from you guys, or like questions that we feel like we did struggle in the past, and that we can basically help other people through their journey with God as well.
It doesn't specifically have to be godly advice. It could be like just overall.
Yeah, in
life.
general.
Yeah.
Also, just feel free to leave any questions that you may have, not necessarily just on the Bible, just like lifestyle with the relationship with God, building a relationship with God, listening to God, hearing God, any type like that. Please feel free to comment that below, because we too had those questions, and now that we're getting closer and learning a lot more, we have a lot to share. And I think it'll also help encourage us, but also encourage you guys to get even closer to God. And yeah, we want to give you advice. We felt alone before. We felt like nobody understood where we come from. So you're not alone on that part, and we want you to know that we got your back, and we want to share that wisdom and knowledge with you.
Yes.
G. We're like, that's G.
Right.
G?
No, but seriously, yes, we just want to be as like serve as motivation or like inspiration, like just so you guys can build that relationship with God too, because there isn't like a rule book for you to like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or this is the way I do it. There isn't a right or wrong way. I feel like we said that before. And I didn't know where to start personally. So I want to share my knowledge of how I started with my journey with God, and yeah, we just want to be like sort of as like a little push so you can start it yourself. So,
I think it's also so important that we each have different like stories to tell and ways that we've coped with things. Like I've had my share with like mental problems and like just anxiety or depression, and I know that's like a common thing for multiple people, and I want to be that outlet to show you that it does get better and things do change, and how to make an effort to change things. That it doesn't have to live like this, like it doesn't have to always be gray, so like it that there's light, there's more light to life, and like how to start that step, and just to know that you're not alone, because I would always feel alone, and we hear you, we see all your comments, and we thank you guys so much for them, by the way. We appreciate you guys being so interactive with us, sharing your side. That is more than you guys ever could imagine. Like, so that is so heart touching for us. Like, we're just like, what is going on? Like, it's so unreal to see it, and I'm just so thankful that you guys are doing that. So please do it. We love it. We love to hear your comments. We love to hear your side.
We see them.
Yes, like we answer them, we see them, all of the above.
We always text each other like, oh,
did you see this?
Did you see that? We always get excited.
Yeah, we always get excited. Also about our subscribers.
Can we talk about that?
Yes.
So
like
insane.
Yeah, every week we just keep growing and growing.
And it's so insane. It's been so emotional for me, at least, because I'm like so like I can't believe this is actually like benefiting people. Like, I can't believe it's actually making us feel something like how we feel. Like I feel like even now I'm starting to realize that I'm like, wow, there's actually people out there who feel the same thing that's me, and I think that's what's kind of motivated me and encouraged me to like be more like, guys, you're not alone. Like, what else are we fighting with? Like, I got you. Yeah, like we got this.
Yeah. And I feel like last video it was like 30 subscribers. I'm not too sure.
30 more.
And we're at 70, which is crazy.
It's gonna keep growing after that.
Yeah, so we're very, very, very grateful to the Men Love first, and then we're grateful for every single one of you guys. Just know that we look at your comments, and we are so grateful for each and every one of you guys.
Also, that we do want to start doing a prayer form. Another thing to kind of mention. Hopefully we have it ready so we can also just kind of have it up. I don't think it should take that long, so we can just talk about it now. Send us a prayer if you want to be prayed upon. Prayer is powerful in prayer. We see you, we hear you, and we want to pray for you. You are not alone. If you have anything you've been struggling with, or anything that you want prayed upon, please fill out the form and send this to us, and each of us will give a prayer for you to know that you are not alone. We will respond in everything. Thank you.
Done already.
Alrighty guys, that concludes today's video. Sorry for the change of scenery. Our camera had died, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up.
And don't forget to comment down below any video ideas you would like to see. And comment down below what your favorite part of this video was.
Join the fam bam. Our little family is growing day by day. So make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for future videos.
And just remember, guys,
we love you, and God loves you. Bye!